I was about 16 when I left home. And so having this idea that, okay, now my problems are going to end. And I ended up, moving to, Texas, and then I moved around different places. And unfortunately, the problems didn't end because I was taking the problems with me. I had no idea that I was doing that. And so they went with me. So as my life moved forwards, my mental and emotional and spiritual growth did not move forward. So I was just really just a vessel. I kind of physically was moving forward, and I had a lot of good ideas and ambitions and intentions that I was going to do this and do that, but because of all the baggage that I had accumulated over the years, I didn't have any idea that that was getting in the way of these ideals that I wanted and these goals and dreams that I think probably every human being has. I wasn't able to bring them to being because of all the baggage that I had accumulated. Number one was anger. That was a big issue for me. I didn't know how to process it. I didn't know how to handle that feeling of anger. And there was a lot of it from that abuse that I took as a kid growing up. So I was just overwhelmed with it, but it was kind of like, stuff down and whatnot like that. And so anger was a biggie. I started my very first ever run-in with the law. I stole $6 worth of gasoline. Again, it really, I guess, kind of come back to that self-centeredness. It was always about me and manipulating people and things and situations to get, what I thought I needed. And I kind of went about life really with that reckless abandon. I can do whatever I want to do. Really, the bad side of that thing was I really didn't care, and I really didn't have the ability to understand anybody else's emotions or feelings or how it was affecting them at all. Because I didn't have any idea how it was affecting me at all. I mean, my feelings and everything were cut off. So it was a pretty screwed up ordeal. But even now in hindsight, I look back, on the Bible and all that stuff, it's all about enlightenment and transformation and kind of growing emotionally and spiritually. And I didn't have any idea about that sort of stuff. As life has it, things started changing, and I fought that a lot. But circumstances, I look at it today now, though. I look at it like, God really has been with me all my life. My aha moment was the day that I made the decision that I was going to do this work, and I'm going to follow directions like these people have been saying to me. That was an aha moment for me. This enlightenment thing that I talk about, it is a process. It isn't just all of a sudden, it just doesn't happen to you. It is a gradual thing, but it gets to a point to where I start to, I can see things way differently today. And it's kind of like, somewhere along the line, I was able to say, you know what, things are different. This process that I have been introduced to has changed me, which is an important thing for me to understand, that I didn't do this. I didn't make these changes. I took the actions and left the results up to whoever, to God or whatever. So the process has done the changing. All I did was did the footwork and did the work. And I look back on it now and I can see the changes as they've kind of transpired. But, I really didn't do the changing. I just did the work. So it really turned out to be, recovery really isn't about ability. It's about persistence and action. No matter where you're at or what's going on, there's something mystic about this recovery program that even if you don't understand it, take the actions that they're talking about and leave the results alone, and you'll be amazed at what will happen to you, because I came out of some really horrendous stuff. Abused to an abuser, all the drugs and all the crazy stuff has happened to where I'm at today. is just a miracle. Is what it is.